We're live.
Hello. We're letting people come in and join. Oh. Sorry about that. All right. We'll just let folks are coming in, so we will let them jump in while we get started. It's great to be here at Innovate Springfield. And actually we have quite a few people in the office right now, so that's nice to see some familiar faces. So we're gonna get started. First of all, just to note a couple of housekeeping items. This is being recorded. And so we will be able to have this for later viewing if you're interested. After each pitch, we'll give you the opportunity to give feedback on the members' pitches. And so we encourage you to do that. That'll come through a poll. You'll be able to give them that feedback. And then if you'd like to contact them for additional information, they will be putting their contact information in the chat. So you can also always reach out to Sarah and myself for their contact information. We're happy to give that. So I'm Katie Davison. I'm the director of Innovate Springfield at the University of Illinois Springfield. I'd like to have Sarah introduce herself too. She's our Business Incubation Program Coordinator. Sarah, if you want to jump on and say hi.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited that you could join us today for our first virtual demo day. Like Katie said, I'm Sarah, and I'm the Business Incubation Program Coordinator here. So supporting all of the starters that you're going to hear from is what we do.
Thank you, Sarah. And Sarah's going to be kind of the moderator. I'm going to be emceeing. So we hope you enjoy the virtual demo day. So at Innovate Springfield, our business incubation program really consists of the physical space itself, which you can see behind me, but there's lots of areas for members to work, which they're doing right now, which we love. We have access to expert advisors and resources. I'd like to take this opportunity to give a big shout out to two of our advisors who have been longtime supporters of Innovate Springfield from the very beginning, Brown Haynes Stevens, and has been our attorney that has provided counsel to our members, and then also Sikich on the financial side of things. So we really believe that the structure and the funding piece and financial piece, those are two critical components to the success of your company. So we really appreciate Brown Haynes Stevens and Sikich for their longtime support as our in-house providing office hours to our members. And then of course, the community of starters. So you're gonna get to see a few here today, but we have over 90 members supported by 4 full-time staff, and then a ton of volunteers who really make this all happen. I mentioned Brown Haynes Stevens and Sikich, but we have several others who are engaged in our programming. They're engaged in one-on-one mentoring and coaching. So just a couple of highlights from 2020. It has been a very challenging year. And first of all, I just want to say that we're going to be highlighting some major wins here, but we also just know hanging in there and surviving is a win. So all of you that have been doing that in 2020, no matter what that looks like for you, congratulate yourself, because it's been a challenge. And so that alone is a win. In addition to that, we have pivoted to the virtual space. So here with the demo day virtually, but also all of our programming has gone virtual, and it has been gone well. And so we've got a few different items that have pivoted over. The coffee talks are our opportunities for our members to socialize and get that connection that they had here in the space. They can do that either here in the space or virtually. And then we also launched iSPI Hacks, which if you haven't checked that out, please do. That is where we are bringing you real-time information from experts in their fields on specific topics of interest. So Just to highlight really quickly of our members, some things that we're really proud of. 55% of our members are female founders, 39% are people of color, 26% are women of color. We have 33% students, which we love as a part of being connected to the university. That is just a tremendous resource and asset to them to be able to have this as another wonderful benefit of being a University of Illinois Springfield student. And then 7% are veterans. So let's get started. So the first pitch that we're going to hear from, it comes from the public market, highly anticipated new development just down the street on Adams.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Let me get this going. So my name is David Lee. So excited to be here today. I just want to thank Innovate Springfield and Katie and Sarah for putting this together. This is such an awesome community, and I'm just so happy to be a part of it and to talk today, the opportunity to talk today about the public market and also with all these excellent entrepreneurs. So first off, thank you and excited to go today. So the public market, like Katie said, is located at 322 East Adams Street, right down the street from Innovate Springfield, just one block. It's at the corner of 4th and Adams. So my background is I'm from Springfield. I'm a local that moved back. So I moved back about 5 years ago. And when I was in orthopedic sales at the time, one of the questions I got asked all the time by SIU medical students and residents was, what do you do here? What is there to do in Springfield? And really this could be said, I think, for any kind of small market. This isn't exactly unique to Springfield. Of course, we have our own challenges. But this is kind of where it all started for me and really being passionate about our community. So when our team got together and kind of came up with this concept, a lot of it started from out in the coast, just like a lot of great ideas do, and kind of migrate towards the Midwest and to these smaller metro areas from the larger metro areas. So there's a lot of different flavors of this concept, whether it's a food hall or a collective eatery, public market. You probably know the Seattle public market, Milwaukee. They're in every big city, even small cities like Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And we wanted to bring a piece of that here, where it's a contemporary urban space and it's a food hall on level 1 and 2 with multiple food vendors, and then a rooftop bar, which will be the first in Springfield, and a beer garden off the back, and just multiple different spaces throughout that will serve as event space and meeting space, and really just be a premier destination. Obviously, we love the location, and one of the most unique things about this project that I hope I can get in today in our time is that we are crowdfunding the entire equity of the project. So we'll get to that in a minute. So here's a couple other renderings of the building. So it's going to be a multi-level food hall, right? Between levels 1 and 2 will be an open concept. For those of you who haven't been to one of these food halls in one of these other cities, it's open space seating throughout with multiple individually leased food vendors that are about, just to give you an idea, 15 feet wide by 20 feet deep. So just kind of these smaller, quick serve type concepts. And what that allows them to do is it allows a vendor to come in and be really creative with the concept. So we want to have a wide variety of concepts, whether it's a sushi, poke bowl, Mexican, American food, just all different styles throughout the space. And you can wander throughout the first 2 levels and have a really neat experience with different foods. Then, of course, you can see the picture on the left, the rooftop bar. There'll be the first in Springfield. It's beautiful views of both Capitol domes. And then, of course, just the beautiful architecture of downtown and the beer garden out back. One reason that we really like this concept, even with COVID, was we actually expanded our outdoor seating. That's becoming a big challenge in the restaurant and bar space. And many of you are probably asking, who the heck are these guys that are starting a restaurant and bar operation during COVID? But I'm going to get into that a little bit more with the crowdfunding. But we really are proud of the outdoor space we're curating because of the grab and go type situations. So because we're crowdfunding the entire equity of the project, it's really unique for our vendors as well. We actually see this as an opportunity to serve the vendors that are in the space. As you know, there's a lot of failures in the restaurant and bar industry, especially right now. So with us raising that full equity portion, so basically what that means is no debt on the entire building. The build out of the restaurants is part of that cost. So when our vendors come in, they have no upfront cost to them, just a lease that's actually a percentage of their sales. So really no part that's upfront to them. One of the biggest part of the failures in restaurants is that they don't, if they start to get squeezed like they are right now, they have that short-term debt hanging over their head from their build out, from the rent in their space. And that's what ultimately, kind of kills their operations. So we think it's a really unique model that vendors are incredibly excited about. The public market will be the anchor tenant. Basically what that means is the public market will own the liquor license and own all the beer or the liquor. So on each level, the beer garden, the rooftop, et cetera, the public market will own that portion of the project. Here's a picture of the building as it currently is at the corner of 4th and Adams. It was built in the early 70s as a bank. It's 15,000 square feet, so a spacious building. And after renovations, it'll be 21,000 square feet. The reason I list that is because of this being ultimately a real estate investment as well as a business. So with the equity offering, it's the real estate and the business. This is our team. I just wanted to point out, I'm not going to go into much detail here, that we have a lot of different pieces of the development team. So we have backgrounds in marketing and sales, real estate, interior design, et cetera. So we really have a whole team that we're working with. This is a picture of where it is. And the revitalization of Springfield in the community is incredibly important to us. So here's the finance plan. We have some seed capital from our managing partners in the development group. We have some traditional financing as well. Most of that is the $1 million City of Springfield TIF grant that we received recently. So we went through that entire process, very excited about the support we got from the city there. But the equity financing is really the biggest part of this, and what we're offering is a piece of owning not only the public market business, but the real estate as well. So the entire operation, including the real estate itself, can be owned by anyone. What equity crowdfunding brings is the opportunity not just for accredited investors, because that's where there's always been opportunity in investing, but for the everyday investor as well. So we think it's a very exciting opportunity for people to be able to own a piece of a place they're going to come to, and a really strong piece of real estate investment, and of course an exciting business with that as well. Here's our website, publicmarket.biz, and then the investment website has all of our information, and it's publicmarket.biz/invest. I don't have enough time on this pitch to go into all the details, so all the details, all the disclosures, all the financials is all on that website. And if you have any questions, please email me at david@publicmarket.biz. And we're really excited to bring this to Springfield, and hopefully we see some investors as well that will come enjoy the benefits and the perks. So check it out on the website. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, David. That was great. I'm going to stop screen sharing and go back to my screen. Now you'll see on your participants, you'll see a poll that's popping up on your screen. Please take a minute to complete that poll for us. This feedback is very valuable to our members. And it's not going to be shared with everyone on the webinar, but it will be shared with the members. So go ahead and give David some feedback. While you're doing that, I'm going to be giving some highlights in between each one. So look, every year we collect economic impact on our members at Innovate Springfield. It's a requirement for their membership. And it is just a great tool for us as we go out and seek funding, and as we are able to see what impact we're having on our members and how the impact that they are having on our community. So in 2019, you can see we saw a 73% increase in our membership. And just some fun facts, we gave 759 hours of business incubation programming and had 71 business incubation events attended by 250 community members. So events like this, these demo days, these speaker engagement opportunities, those are all the things that we try to bring to the community to just develop and grow the entrepreneurial ecosystem. So now we're going to hear from our next member, SWIFTServe.
Can you see the screen?
Can you see the screen? I'm not able to hear you. Oh, okay.
We can. Yep, there you go. Perfect.
All right.
Okay, so hello everyone. I am Dr. Prasad Dhankar. I just thought I'll start off, by mentioning that I recently went to a restaurant in town. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called The Kitchen. Has anybody heard of it? Perhaps not, but basically, the concept is basically it involves the customer to buy their groceries and to cook it there itself. I have no idea how that business is going, but just thought I'll let you know and share you my experience. So jokes aside, let's just move on to the next screen. So I'm Dr. Prasad Dhankar. I work for SWIFTServe. Currently, what's happening, as you might be aware, COVID has lost around 300,000 people in USA, and which is also affected globally, losing 1.65 million people. COVID-19 has also impacted various business operations, most specifically the restaurant industry. Although now the vaccinations are out, we don't really know what to expect in future, but it for sure will result in long-term changes in consumer behavior. Now, as you might be aware, menus is a great intermediate for spreading germs. It takes time to wipe down. It's expensive to replace, and not to mention it's not very green. Restaurant owners, on one side, they have their issues, which is that they have to use multiple electronic devices, which involve, processing taking orders and processing payments. And on the other side, there's user fatigue, a name normally used for users where they have to download various apps for ordering food, such as Panera Bread, Domino's, Papa John's, etc. So there are loads of mobile apps they have to download, so that causes a lot of user fatigue. As for our market size, total number of restaurant sales as per 2019 was around $300 billion. And in terms of the percentage revenue spent on technology was around 2.5%. We're predicting a revenue for SWIFTServe of approximately $7.5 billion. So the solution to our problem is that we have created a mobile application called SWIFTServe, and it is a universal touchless menu ordering and payments platform for your favorite stores and restaurants. SWIFTServe is here to disrupt the $125 billion POS industry and to offer additional benefits, such as from one end is the restaurants, where there will be no premium POS charges, which is around 3%. Some restaurants are charging through Toast and Clover, and no premium delivery prices through DoorDash, for example. On the other side, we are offering a benefit to the user side, where we are offering them to use a single app to order and pay for food at your local restaurant or any other shop. And another benefit is the QR code, which not only is a latest technology, but also it's more cleaner, it's more greener, and it's more efficient to ordering food. In addition, an additional benefit for both restaurants and users is that our application is cloud hosted, which allows restaurants to which we offer to restaurants higher scalability and security for both restaurants and users. So as for our demo, we are able to this application allows users to process an order in just 4 steps. So the first step involves scanning the QR code, which then directs them to the restaurant menu screen, where they will select and add items to their basket. And then finally, once they've reviewed it, they can place an order. So I would like to share with you a video. Let me just go back. Hold on. Hold on a second. There, yeah. So this is the main screen. You click on scan code, you're scanning the QR code here, directs you to the restaurant's menu. You can see the starters, sandwiches, etc. The user can scroll up and down as they wish to view the whole menu. Once they click on a specific item, they reach the sub-menu item where they can add additional comments. Like cheese, they can change the quantity and then they add it to the basket. It promptly displays on the basket, and then you reach the checkout. It offers the user to give a tip, 15, 18, 20, or any custom tip, which in this case, here we're mentioning $1. It offers a payment method, adding a new card or any existing card that you already added, and then you can slide to pay. You then end up receiving an email notification or eventually a phone a text message. And that is it. I would like to thank Springfield Innovate to making this happen, organizing this lovely, hang on a second. Can you hear me? Yeah. Oh, and yes, I'm sorry. The traction is we have approached 4 restaurants. We have initiated talks with our application with them, and we have just a couple of days ago gone live at a Bloomington restaurant called Bloom Barbarchi, and so far we are making good progress on that. However, if there's anybody here in the audience, or if there's anybody in the audience who knows anybody who owns a restaurant, we would love to be able to get in touch with you, and so that we can get some useful feedback on our application. In addition, we would like to get an investment, asking an investment of around $600,000. Do contact us at info@swiftserve.us, and or just call us at 218-329-6280.
Thank you.
I would like to thank Katie and Sarah for organizing this lovely get-together, who work at iSPI. It's a very lovely environment. I've been there for a couple of years now, and I've just grown, and my SWIFTServe has grown, and Agilent have grown really a lot over the past couple of years, and I hope to do so in future too. I'd like to thank the community and the local, the committee and the local communities here as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So we will be seeing a poll here popping up on the screen, and please take a moment to complete that for SWIFTServe. Also, the other thing I'd like to note, if you have any questions, feel free to either drop that in the chat or put it in the Q&A section, and we will be sure to direct those and to the participants, and they can respond to your Q&A. You can also obviously direct chat them through the chat feature. So please take advantage of that functionality as well. All right, so on to the next piece of stats. So we're going back to historical data to look at for Innovate Springfield, just to show you a little bit of our growth over time. So this is the impact that our members are having on our community directly. So the number of people employed full-time by Innovate Springfield members in 2019 grew to 96 full-time employees, and that does not include the members themselves. So they are asked to complete that information, and not including themselves, how many people do they employ full-time? So last year it was 96, and then the number of part-time employees grew to 75 in 2019. So you can see we made some really significant growth. Our members saw some significant growth from 2018 to 2019. All right, so next we are going to hear from student member AFRO House.
Do you guys see my screen?
We sure can. If you want to put it in presentation mode, you're good to go.
All right, there you go. So my name is Ulrich Mentlot, and I am the co-founder of AFRO Springfield. So I'm gonna go ahead and present a little bit what is AFRO Springfield, what we do. So AFRO House Springfield is an organization that aims to promote African culture through diverse events. So we organize parties. We also organize birthday. We organize conferences for individuals and also for businesses. And recently we did organize a makeup competition in Springfield. It was called the Springfield Makeup Contest. We had about 12,000 voters, and we had a winner that actually won with more than 5,000 votes. So it's that shows you guys that there's a lot of people that actually involved into AFRO House Springfield. And another thing about AFRO House Springfield is that we also have other services that we offer. That are some of the other services that we do offer with AFRO House Springfield. We have a private car service. We have a photography and videography service. We also have event planning. We also do business marketing. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the private car services. And what I noticed is, like, you know, here in Springfield, they don't have like a pick up and drop off from airport, just like in big cities has in Chicago and Miami, St. Louis. So we had AFRO House Springfield, we do have that. So we have luxury cars, we have business sedans, we have SUVs. We also, like, you know, we have clients that, you know, we pick up from airport from Chicago, we bring them back to Springfield. So which means that, you know, if you're looking to have a good quality private car service, so you have a plane to take in Chicago, we can take you to Chicago from Springfield to Chicago. We also can take you from Chicago to Springfield. So when it comes to our photography and videography services, that we work with photographers and videographers in town. So those are people that are willing to offer the service to you, whatever, like, you know, if you have a birthday, you're looking for to have people to take photos. If you have a short videos that you want to have done for yourself, we also help with that. So when it comes to event planning, we have been able to organize big parties. So we organized party that had about 2,000 people coming out for one event. So we also recently organized the makeup contest, like I said, that had about 11,000 people that participate to this concert. So we also have a big social media fan base. We have about 24,000 followers on Facebook. So that shows the impact that we can have when it comes to plan an event. So we also work with a couple of small businesses in town, you know, that we're trying to help them to create a concept for their own business. So we also do business marketing. So when it comes to the business marketing, is that we work with small businesses, you know, that people that wants to bring an awareness about their business, people that want to be heard, you know. We help them to grow the sales, you know, by increasing by doing a social media. You know, we target the social media for the most part. So we kind of like try to help them to reach out to more people. And so this is a business that we work with. We work with Any Shop Moss. It's a natural herb store. So we've been working with her for about 2 months now, and we have a contract with her for 3 months. So we handle anything that is related to the digital marketing. We handle the publicity, so she doesn't do anything. So she doesn't know much about computers. She doesn't know much about Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, and that's what we do for her. So when we've been able to actually grow the sales. And then also when it comes to our mission as a AFRO House Springfield, we really want to help, like, you know, to raise an awareness on the stereotypes that, you know, and promote diversity. You know, as America is growing, we're going to an America that is going to be more diverse. So that's why we want to use our platform to kind of help with that. Yep, that's it for my presentation.
Thank you so much. All right, you should be seeing a poll pop up for AFRO House Springfield, student member from UIS. And on to the next piece of data. You'll see our members employed a number of of women employees in 2019 grew from 2018 to 2019 grew from 20 to 48 women, and minority employees in 2019, they employed 33 minorities. So continuing to just see that growth from 2018 to 2019. On to the next presentation, we will hear from Shine Light Therapy.
Okay, hi. My name is Amy Denny, and I am the owner of Shine Light Therapy, launched in the spring of 2020. Thank you so much to Innovate Springfield, because I think if it weren't for you guys, I don't know that I would have had the courage to launch during this time period. If you would have asked me 2 years ago what I knew about light therapy, I would have looked back at you with a very blank expression. I had never heard of it. In the spring of 2019, my husband became gravely ill. His colon virtually shut down and he was in excruciating pain. He lost 40 pounds, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, was in and out of the hospital, hospitalized, had a couple of surgical procedures, and was sent home basically just to deal with his pain. So in desperation, a physician friend of mine recommended light therapy. So we gave it a try, and honestly, we're just shocked to see that he was able to get his life back and go back to work. So it had a huge impact on him. I began to try it on some old injuries that I had, and was equally surprised at how well it was working. I actually have a background in health and wellness. I started my career 2 decades ago as a medical journalist, and am also certified in Holy Yoga, which is Christian yoga, and trauma sensitive yoga. So my curiosity and my background made this business a really perfect fit for me. And this is my goofy family, and my husband and all of my kids who love to use light therapy for all different reasons. So light therapy is the process that happens in your body is called photobiomodulation, which is basically light bringing life to regulate the body. It's also sometimes known as low-level light therapy, or sometimes called LED therapy, and the LED is for light emitting diodes. And basically you're just putting these lights right against your skin on these flexible pads, as you can see in the picture. These are some of the conditions listed that have benefited from light therapy. There are a plethora of them. There are actually more than 7,000 clinical studies on PubMed, and that number is growing. Just in the time that I've launched my business, there have been 1,500 studies added. So this is, it's an emerging field. And my goal is really to walk alongside families and help you find natural solutions for your healthcare needs. So there's an application for everyone in the house, including even your pets and children. So beyond just pain care, you can use light therapy for skin care, including acne. That's something that my teenagers really enjoy and appreciate with it. Wounds and anti-aging. So there is this collagen building that happens with light therapy as well. Hair regrowth, insomnia, addiction, heart disease, which is still the #1 killer, stroke, and brain injuries. This is one of my favorite studies. It's a little older, but it actually features 131 different studies on the benefits of light therapy. So that's a cool one to look at, but there are so many. So you might be wondering, what exactly is light therapy? And honestly, we have 1 hour long webinars that go over some of the science and testimonies of it. And I'm obviously don't have an hour today, but just in a nutshell, what happens when you put the lights on is your mitochondria is kind of stimulated to do the things that it's naturally supposed to do. And I think we could all agree that we have a lack of natural sunlight, and the lights are just part of the natural spectrum of light, not the UV that harms you, but the red, infrared, and blue lights that we're not getting enough of. So what happens with the lights is it increases ATP at the cellular level, and that is the little energy powerhouse in your cell. So one of the things that I notice when I'm using my lights, or rather if I skip using my lights is that my energy level tanks. So using the lights regularly helps keep my energy level up. They also release nitric oxide, which triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, improves circulation, helps your cells to regenerate, powers up your immune system, and acts as an anti-inflammatory. There are actually more than 25,000 studies on the Nobel Prize winning science of nitric oxide just alone. My recommended light therapy system is Enlight Therapy. They're actually pioneers in the industry, and they've been around for 35 years with no signs of leaving anytime soon. They're cleared by the FDA for pain and circulation, and they come with an incredible 2-year warranty. So whether you choose to work with me for pain or skincare, brain care, or stress, and by the way, stress is associated with 95% of disease and illness. When you buy a system with me, you are really coming into a partnership with me where I'm going to come alongside you and help you use these lights for all of your family's needs. So I like to tell my clients, as I learn, I teach you about the lights. And these are a couple of testimonies from some of my clients. So if you are totally new to light therapy and you live in the Springfield area, I would love to invite you to have a complimentary day use of a light system that I can even drop off contactless on your porch. I'm currently running a promotion for 1 free week of rental with a paid week of rental. And there's an incredible special this month for a free pad or 2 free pads with a system, and that expires at the end of the month. If that seems like too big of an investment for you right now, maybe you'd like to learn a little bit more about light therapy, scan this QR code. It goes right to my website where you can click on the Learn More button, and you'll receive a series of emails that just kind of take you on a journey of what light care is all about. Some videos and frequently asked questions. And you'll be one of the first to know about the next hour-long webinar that features light therapy specialists and lots of science and really cool photos that show before and afters. So one of my passions in life is to just help people live to their fullest potential. And I like to say to shine a little brighter. I think we are all made to shine, and sometimes life circumstances can dull that shine, or part of the aging process. So I think light therapy is a great tool to help you get back to shining a little brighter in all the things that you do. I'd love for you to connect with me on social media. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and you can call or text me at that number that's right there, and I'll share that in the chat as well. So thank you very much. That is my presentation.
Thank you so much. All right. All right, so you'll see the poll coming up for Shine Light Therapy. More data. So this is what our members paid in monthly salaries and wages in 2019. You'll see again that major growth that we had, and then gross revenues for the most recent full year, 4.4 million. So we are seeing some major increases. I'm very interested and excited to see what 2020 looks like. So we're going to be beginning to collect that data from our members. All right, up next is Mr. Gixby's Soap for Humans. Oh.
Oh. Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, great. So thanks for stopping by to see me. I am Mamie. I own and operate Mr. Gixby's Soap for Humans. What we make soap. We like to think, I like to think of it as enhancing your life one shower at a time. Make high quality products for the individual. At Mr. Gixby's, we're committed to sourcing locally, environmentally friendly, everything to create a lasting shower experience that you can feel good about in all ways. We're handmade. Soap making is a natural process. Our soaps have extra moisturizing properties in them. We do not use any plastic packaging, so we reduce waste, and we only choose products that are phthalate and sulfate free, because those things can kind of cause irritants and make for a less pleasant experience. And we are definitely about making things a wonderful experience. Our designs are unique, from just the little things that we put on top to all of our individual designs. Almost all of the highly detailed bars, you're not going to find two of those that are alike. Sorry. We are all about making the small changes in your life that come together to make a big impact on our local community environment. I'm the owner of Mr. Gixby's. I own it and run it. I'm located here, Springfield, so I am local. All of our products, we work towards finding local sources, or if not here in our local community, but then within Illinois. So who's our customer? Just about everybody is our customer. Men, women, mothers, people who are environmentally conscious, people who want to support local companies, and seeking quality goods, and those who may have sensitive skin. So where can you get your hands on a bar? We currently have our bars on the shelves of several local retailers: Food Fantasies, Farmstead Primitives in Chatham, Interurban Merchant in Williamsville. We're at Harvest Market, and we do have some of our holiday soaps out at Jeffrey's Orchard. Of course, you can always find us at our website, www.mrgixbys.com, or you can connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, or just shoot me an email. So what do people actually say about our product? I think that the words speak for themselves. Sarah says that a soap is really dope. Gordon has told us that it's a fabulous product. Soap had a wonderful fragrance with just a hint of smokiness. That was a specialized bar that I had produced for him. He is the owner of Whimsy Tea, and we were working on a collaboration for one of his teas. And Christine had said that she was excited, that her kids were excited about the soap as well. So I just want to say thank you for taking the time to come here and have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gixby's. And I will say, I mean, obviously I'm a little biased, but I love this soap. I'm a little weird about the soap that we use in our house, and this is now the go-to. So fill out that poll and check out those numbers. More data on our growth from 2017 to 2019. As you can see, we dropped, those numbers went down on debt capital raised from friends and family. And we want to see that. We want our members to no longer be asking their friends and family for money and finding financial investment from other locations. So that is that. So now we're going to hear from BeerHole.
Jared, are you with us?
Jared, are you there?
I thought you were going to unmute me there for a second.
All right.
All right, let me pull up the presentation. All right, well, welcome. Thanks for having us. Thank you to all our participants for joining us. We're BeerHole. I'm Jared Whetstone. I'm the co-founder of our company. What is BeerHole, besides a name that has multiple connotations? For us and to our consumers, it essentially means providing a robust and cutting-edge platform that serves as both a social connect and an excellent marketing tool to what is a $29.3 billion industry known as craft beer. This is my other co-founder, Derek. We started this concept just simply out of passion and love for craft beer. We've had a combined 10 plus years of experience in industry at some level or another. We both have combined brewing experience. And in fact, Derek ventured out on his own and started a brewery early in 2020, and it's doing well despite COVID. So yeah, this is a great industry. I mean, it's booming. This slide comes from the Brewers Association. It kind of this is the who's who of craft beer, and anybody who's in the industry really reports to these guys and utilizes these guys as an excellent resource. And essentially, this is where we get our facts and figures and how we know how to market. And it's no secret that it is an ever-growing market, like I mentioned. As you can see, our numbers kind of trend upward around 2015. I highlighted 2019. I mean, just a significant spike from about 2015 to 2019. So it's a booming industry, and despite COVID, you know, it's still gonna boom. Due to the brevity of this presentation, I definitely employ all of our audience to download. If you're interested in craft beer, want to find more, learn more about our company, learn more about our vision, you just have to scan the QR code. And this slide just kind of proves as a reminder that we are on the market. We're on Google Play, we're on the App Store, we have our platform out there. So our team, we have a team, a lot of experienced people with diverse backgrounds. As you can see here, we have a developer that has worked for Marriott, and you can read the rest, the PGA. He's also worked for Disney doing coding for them. We have a VP of finance who scaled a SaaS business model, which is a software for subscription service, which is what our business model is, to about $26 million in about 18 months. And then of course, Derek owns a brewery, so he has insight into that and connections. And then we have our other designer from Red Letter Communications, who helped design our brand and he helps with quality control. And now Red Letter Communications actually boasts their main client being steel, like steel chainsaws or steel yard machines. Now, technology, without giving away all of our secrets, we do have a lot of proprietary things that we have unique to us. Some things we can really boast about is our HTTP2, which this has actually helped us gain establish a relationship with the people that put on the Great American Beer Festival, the Brewers Association, and the American Home Brewers Association, to be poised to actually be the app for this festival next year. Now, if you're not familiar with the GABF, as the acronym goes, it's basically the Super Bowl of craft beer. Anybody is there with their beer, with their best beer. I mean, there's 4,000 beers being poured. It's a beer festival that spans about 4 football fields. So it's pretty amazing, and it's an amazing experience that spans over the course of 3 days. Our other technology, you can read here, we have augmented reality and artificial intelligence that is basically embedded in our application and in our website that allows us to essentially provide more to the user than just simply a beer location tool. It also gives us essentially biofeedback on our users and allows us to essentially market effectively and target our audience effectively, and learn from what we can improve on. And then of course, geofencing and geolocation is paramount to any sort of marketing tool out there for breweries that just simply need customers through the door, or simply need customers to come buy beer because they don't have doors open due to COVID. So our SaaS business model, what we're aiming to do is by the end of 2021, we're aiming to capture about 10% of this market. So, as the numbers before, it's about 839 breweries. This is a little screenshot from our website that shows our price points and our breakdowns. And according to the SaaS model, I mean, you can do simple math. I did it for you here. We're looking at about $151,000 per month by the end of 2021 based on our projections. And in a SaaS model, you multiply that 10 to 12 times, and that's essentially your initial valuation of our company. Initial raise, what are we asking for? So we're looking for capital. We're going to use this purely for growth. We're looking for, we're looking at investors that are looking for a return on investment at about 8%. Also those investors that are interested in royalties on every subscription we sell. What I want to drive home is there's no need to wait on a business plan, development, hiring a team, building out the platform. We've got that. We just need to boast. We need to boast about ourselves. We need to build and we need to market ourselves. So the future plans, again, if you haven't gotten it, it's marketing, marketing, marketing. We plan on hitting all the major social media platforms. We plan on emailing breweries, which we have an extensive list of breweries nationwide for email marketing. And, they are our target audience, but this is a two-headed dragon. We have to build users to build marketing power to the breweries. So we'll use social media platforms that we're all on to build that, and also perfect our platform by market feedback. We also plan on having a major presence at the Great American Beer Festival, Craft Brewers Conference, and all the ones in between in the Midwest while we're here. And that's all from me. For more information, obviously, you can reach out on all our social media outlets out there. There's my contact information at the bottom of the screen. Yes, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Awesome job. Polls popping up there, and I'm gonna get back onto the screen. Here we go. And again, any questions that you have, feel free to drop those in the chat. Jared's gonna put his contact information in the chat as well. And yeah, we are moving on. So more historical data for you to check out while you're completing that poll. And the next presenter is She Got the Nerve Coaching and Consulting.
What's up?
Can you guys see it?
Yes, it looks great.
Okay. All right. I thought I had it down. Sorry. So hi, everyone. My name is Tara Albritton, and I am the owner of Miss Tara Talks Professional Speaking Services, which is under the umbrella of She Got the Nerve, which is my coaching and consulting business. And through my talks and my coaching, I speak life. I'm all about life. Okay. So, Miss Tara Talks is a faith-based organization, and we provide talks and tips that help facilitate life changes and help women and children learn to live in their own identity, build positive self-images. Our powerful talks empower our audience through our own personal life experiences, education, and biblical principles. Our mission is to basically transform lives, inspire our listeners to learn who they are, find their own identity, build their own positive self-images, and operate in their calling. And our vision is simply to live in an evolving world where everyone is free to be who they are, living in their own images and functioning in their own purpose. So Miss Tara is because Tara was. I was that child who suffered from trauma and emotional and verbal abuse. I was that child who developed low self-esteem and low self-confidence, didn't know who I was living in the image that they gave me. And all of these effects caused me to become a teen mom. Had my first child at the age of 16, going into my senior year of high school. And as I walked across the stage, I was pregnant again. But I'm also that woman who found the nerve through my transformation process to take my life back. I found my own true identity. I built a positive self-image, and I'm living today in my purpose and my calling. Now, our purpose, everyone has a purpose, and that purpose is to solve a problem in the world that we, find a problem in the world that we believe we can contribute to. And so while my story is not unique, the problem is, as did I, there are many women and children who have experienced it or are experiencing some type of traumatic event. And as you can see, the women and children experience is high. And so unfortunately today, many of the effects from these traumas include depression, anxiety, self-isolation, some suicide, some suicidal ideations. And so the problem is many people are treating the symptoms rather than fixing the problem, because the problem stems on the inside. So I talked about my transformation process. That process is called dance. And this is the process that anybody can use when you're trying to make a change in your life, in your business, whatever it is you're wanting to do differently to experience growth, you must dance. That means you have to make a decision that you want to do something different. Then you have to take action upon your decision. You can't just make the decision and then let it go. You have to act upon it. And then just like anything new, you have to nurture your decision. It's yours. You have to be vigilant in your decision. So you have to nurture it. And this is a process. It's an ongoing process. Growth and development is an ongoing process. So you have to be committed to the process. And then you have to explore unlimited possibilities. I know a lot of people say the sky is the limit, but I submit to you that there are possibilities beyond the sky. So we have to explore the unlimited possibilities. So in essence, you have to learn to dance. Everybody likes to dance, right? Qualifications. So my biggest qualification is I've lived the experience. I've lived it, I've transformed, I've gotten it together. I've spoken at women conferences and events. I've spoken at youth conferences. I am currently a parent and youth mentor. And my former qualifications is I do have a bachelor's degree in business. I have a couple of masters in human services and life coaching. And I have talked over 20 years. I've talked, I've encouraged, I've motivated, and that is my calling. That is what I am called to do. I have affordable fees. My keynotes start at $2,500. As a conference presenter, they start $1,500. Workshop facilitator, $750. And I also do one-on-one and group coaching by appointment. And you can reserve schedule a call at shegotthenerve.com. How can you help? I am looking for recommendations. I call myself one of Springfield's best kept secrets. So I'm trying to come out. People need to know I'm here. COVID has caused a lot of anxiety and stress, and everybody doesn't need a therapist or a psychologist. Some people just need a coach that can walk them through the next steps. People have lost a lot. So you don't necessarily have to find a therapist or, a psychologist. You can just find a coach, someone that can just talk to you and work with you to get you a roadmap to keep you going. Donations, we accept donations because I also host my own conferences and workshops throughout the year. I usually have 2 or 3 events a year. And I appreciate your time and support. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Katie. I am loving being a member of Innovate Springfield because I am learning a lot about me. That's part of my growth and development. Again, it's a process. So I appreciate you all so much for allowing me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. All right, you see that poll popping up, and we are our last data point that we're going to be sharing with you. This is an important one, this SBIR grant in 2019. So that is really demonstrating the the road towards commercialization of research, which is very critical as we continue to build the entrepreneurial ecosystem. I am going to welcome our last presenter of the evening, Hellowater.
All right. Well, hello. How's everybody doing? Can we see my screen? We cannot because I have to share it.
There you go.
All right. All right, you ready, Sarah? Got it. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Rusty Jones, and I'm the co-founder and chief strategic officer at Hellowater. Hellowater is a locally owned company and a proud member of Innovate Springfield since 2018. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice today, so hopefully you can hear me all right. I'm going to kick this off with a little dad joke. I'm a proud father of 2 boys. And dad joke goes like this. A nutritionist and a marketing guru walk into a bar. The bartender says, "What is this, a joke?" Well, I can't hear you laughing, but no, there's no joke here. In 2016, my business partner, Tom, who's a nutritionist, and myself, who's a marketing guru, we set out to create this ostentatious mission. And the mission was really simple. It was eliminate 1 billion grams of sugar from people's lives. So while we were on this mission and creating this brand, we found so many more need states of consumers to help. And that's exactly what we did. So we created Hellowater, water that works. And in 2017, we created our first product. In our research, we discovered that over 97% of Americans do not get their daily fiber intake. And if you are getting it, it's probably in the nutrition bar aisle or the cereal aisle, or you're going all the way to the pharmacy aisle to get your grandmother's fiber. And so we wanted to create a fun, fresh delivery system for fiber. So introducing Hellowater and introducing Hellowater fiber-infused prebiotic. Again, when we launched this in 2017, we were the first ready-to-drink fiber-infused water. So we're very proud about that. And it really came from this need state that learning over 97% of Americans do not get their daily fiber intake. And again, back to this mission that we have of eliminating 1 billion grams of sugar in people's lives, we wanted to make sure that our products were 0 sugar, have a true efficacy product, or true efficacy function, and this product has fiber, and then nothing artificial. And you can see here, since our launch in 2017, we've had raving fans. We've had a great opportunity to partner with some of the largest retailers with a fiber-infused line. Today, we're in Walmart, Target, Kroger. We just had a great test with Costco, some regional retailers, along with Amazon, and then launching our own e-commerce in 2020. So as we move forward, we learned more in our research and our data points and discovering that nearly 2% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. And what we wanted to help with that need state is create Hellowater Alkaline. And alkaline water is a 9.5 pH level that is created to help our bodies hydrate faster with a cleaner and smoother taste. And if you're not familiar with the bottled water industry, the majority of bottled waters that are a commodity today are highly acidic, and acidity really hurts your gut and your gut health. So Hellowater Alkaline will help reset the pH level of the gut and also helping digestive process run smoother. So we're obviously in a crazy time. I heard some of my amazing Innovate Springfield panelists and members talk about their products and how they're thriving through COVID. And that's really what we wanted to do. We took COVID as an opportunity and not so much a negative. So being in the beverage industry, we said, hey, let's go find the next product and create the next product that can really help prevent or defend a lot of toxins that are going into our bodies. So we're very fortunate that we are here in Springfield, and there is a leading global agricultural company just right down the street. So through our amazing, our friends at Innovate Springfield, we were connected to Brandt, and we got to sit down with the executive team, and they shared with us that they had some amazing technology that they hadn't utilized, and they were really trying to figure out how to bring it to life. And that technology and that conversation blossomed into a partnership. So today we're pleased to announce that we have a partnership with Brandt, again, a leading global agricultural company whose mission is to develop new technologies for better agronomic results. And with that mission came this new technology, which Hellowater will launch. It's a defense accelerator function with a patented process powered by CytoPlus. And this CytoPlus technology is designed to create a literal shield against any incoming toxins like processed foods, carcinogens, air pollution, alcohol, and even synthetic chemicals. So we're excited for this partnership, not only with the success of Hellowater Fiber Infused, our new launch of Hellowater Alkaline, this new partnership with Brandt. And as we know, in the beverage industry, we're competing against Coke and Pepsi and Anheuser-Busch. So how are we going to bring this to life? How are we going to get people to know about it? Because that's really where success comes from. Well, again, I'm also excited to share today with our partners at Brandt. We have now a new sponsorship with Junior Motorsports, and you will see the number 7, excuse me. You'll see Hellowater be the associate sponsor of the number 7 Toyota Camaro, driven by 2018 Xfinity Cup Series champion Justin Allgaiers for select races in 2020. We will leverage this partnership not only in Brandt, but with our NASCAR partnership in JR Motorsports to gain new distribution, increase current velocities within store displays, and build massive awareness on top of our influencer marketing programs and everything else. So along with a world-class marketing and sales team, this vision of eliminating 1 billion grams of sugar in consumers' diets, we're excited to move to the next phase and welcome you and see who wants to eliminate 1 billion grams of sugar with us. And today we're proud to say that not only have we done all this, but we're on our way to completing that mission, or at least getting there. So we've eliminated over 126 grams of sugar from consumer diets since 2017. And that is a proud moment for us. I want to thank Katie and Sarah so much for welcoming Hellowater, not only to this pitch, but also to the Innovate Springfield family. And thank you so much for everything you've done for us, not only these last couple of years, but especially during these trying times. So if anybody's interested or would like to say hello, check out hellowater.com or give me a shout at rusty@hellowater.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Rusty. And you're going to see that poll pop up for Hellowater. I was hoping for like a shake and bake quote or something, Rusty, on the NASCAR.
I was worried about what time it was. I couldn't see the.
You were right on time. You did great. All right, so now we're going to open it up. If there's any questions for any of our participants, they're all hanging in there. So if you have any questions, you can either drop them in the chat or you can go to the Q&A. And we will be sure to direct those to the panelists that you are asking about. And Sarah's going to be moderating that for any questions. All right.
Thanks everyone for attending, by the way, and great job, starters. Round of applause for everyone. You guys did great.
I also just want to highlight, this is just a really nice demonstration of the types of members at Innovate Springfield. So we have a broad range of people and products and services that are doing this work every day. And yeah, we just want to give a big thank you to all of those that participated today in the pitch, and be sure to follow up with them if you have questions, if you're looking to partner with them, if you're interested in being a customer or a client. Again, you can always reach Sarah or myself to get connected to them. Additionally, I also want to highlight, we have several of the pitches today came out directly out of our Co-Starters program. And so that is just a really amazing program that Sarah leads twice a year. We have the Co-Starters cohort. The next cohort is starting up in the spring. So if you know anyone that has been talking about an idea for a long time, and or if you are that person that has been thinking about something and you've had an idea for a business concept, reach out to us and get plugged into the Co-Starters program. It's a great experience. You really walk through the entire process. It demystifies everything. We bring in guest speakers every week from the community. So you're connecting to experts on specific topics and really have an opportunity to meet with them and get feedback. But the community itself of Co-Starters, you're in a cohort of around 10 other people. That has been a tremendous value. They've really build strong relationships with one another and are able to give each other that feedback on their businesses. And it's just been amazing to watch that community grow. And yeah, so it sounds like looks like we've got a few things coming in through the chat. Sarah, I'm going to let you jump in and moderate those.
That's great. Yeah, thanks, Katie. So let's see here. One question is about who is looking for investment and who is demonstrating or just kind of getting exposure. So I know that BeerHole and SWIFTServe and the public market are actively seeking investment. Rusty, are you also seeking investment? Yes, Rusty is also seeking investment. So our other presenters were gaining exposure and looking for recommendations. If that helps to summarize that question. And then another from a participant curious about how the Brant connection was made. Rusty, did they approach you to make that connection?
No, I got to thank Bruce Sommer and Larry Sweat. So again, great friends and from Innovate Springfield. They connected us to a friend of a friend of a friend, and we all had drinks, and then that connected us to Brant.
Wonderful. And that's what's so great about this community. You know, a big piece of it is the connection to the other members, connection to the Friends of Innovate Springfield, those are folks, the folks that Rusty mentioned, they've led workshops for us. They participate in our growth advisory panel. So there's lots of ways to establish and develop relationships through Innovate Springfield. All right, well, we want to let everyone get on with their evening. It's 5:15, so please enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you all so much for participating in this first virtual demo day. I think it was very successful, and we hope to have more. So thank you all so much. Take care and have a good night.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.